This is an impromptu vloggy vlog. I actually plan to do some content today, like get ready and shoot some great videos, but this is what I've learned about motherhood. Every day's an adventure, and there's gonna be things that happen that you cannot predict and states of being that like you cannot predict. So last night, my son had a split night. Do you guys know what a split night is? If you do, I know you just went, oh God. It's just crazy. So basically a split night is that they sleep for, a nice chunk of time, and then somewhere in the middle of the night, they wake up. And they wake up as if it is noon, and they are ready to party. And they are up for 2 to 3 hours. So last night he woke up at 3 after I put him to bed at 7:45. And then from 3 to 5:45, he was up. We were so close. We were so close. I think I don't know if I did wrong, but whatever. I put him down too soon when I was rocking him to sleep at 3, and he woke up. So he had a little cat nap, and then he woke up, and he was like, actually that cat nap was good. I'm ready to go. So anyway, woke up today after having, 4.5 hours of total sleep. And I just could not do all the things that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna just have a little vloggy moment. I'm not gonna document anything crazy. I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna put on a little makeup because that makes me feel better. And I just wanna talk to you all. I think there are certain things that you can do to make sure that a bad night does not affect your day. Because I've been experimenting with this. Because we do have a lot of interesting nights over here. Okay, so let's freaking hop to it. If you have a bad night with your child, welcome to motherhood. I guess what you should know is it's freaking completely normal, and also rocked my world when I first became a mom. I was like, absolutely no one prepared me for this. No one prepares you for what lack of sleep and being a human being's everything feels like. And it is the best thing, and it is the most shocking thing ever. Yeah, it's been a process to get used to it. What I did notice is that early on in postpartum, I think my hormones actually supported me in having less sleep. So I felt actually great. Now when I don't get as much sleep, I feel kind of horrible. So that's how I'm feeling today. I'm just a little out of whack. But how do I not let a bad night, a really bad night where I'm just trying everything, frustrated, exhausted, how do I not let it ruin my day? Great question. So, okay, I need to clean. I need freshness. Here we go. First things first is that first thing in the morning when I get up, and most likely he's getting up as well, or I get up when he gets up, is I greet him with a smile. And I just, even though I'm tired and it's hard and maybe I'm feeling a little annoyed, seeing Mav in the morning, all tired eyes and just that sweet sleepiness, and he smiles and he kind of tries to get up in his sleep suit, and he's like, oh my God, you're so cute. So we just make sure to have a silly moment, We make sure to have a silly moment, because if I leave it up to my thoughts to dictate how I'm feeling, we in trouble. So I really allow Mav's freaking cuteness and hilariousness, just make me feel better. And they do. So that's what I focus on first thing in the morning. Next, it's about independent play, so mommy can have a moment. To do what makes her feel good. So that might include something like this, where I'm washing my face, I'm doing my skincare, yeah, just doing things that make me feel or convince me that I'm rested. Skincare is one of them. I also make my coffee, so I have 1 cup of coffee a day. So I put all my little powders and things in my coffee. It's so good, and I just kind of take my time doing that. And I might even have like a mindful moment while he's independent playing. I might have like 2 minutes of meditation, but whatever it is, I just want to make sure it's something that feels really, really good. Then I make sure to eat something really, really healthy, something that has good protein and fats and fiber, something that will satiate me. I just find that eating something healthy rather than succumbing to maybe the sugar cravings that like a bad night's sleep might tempt you with, it just makes me feel a lot better and kind of sets the day or sets the tone. See, I can't talk. Sets the tone for the rest of the day in terms of like healthy habits. So there's that. I just got freaking eye cream in my eye. Why do they make it sting if it's so close to your eye? Then I make sure to have a vent sesh. So if my husband hasn't left for work, or maybe I text or call one of my mom friends, most likely voice note, I vent a little bit, but I keep it to just a few minutes because I don't want to get into a spiral of like how bad last night was and then have that leak into my day. So I make sure to keep it to just a few minutes. I let her rip. Okay, I absolutely let her rip. How hard it is, how uncomfortable it was, how annoying, what I did wrong, what I thought I did right, like just no filter and not censoring myself whatsoever. And honestly, it feels so much better afterwards. And my husband's great with this. So he will ask me, do you just want me to listen or do you want like my feedback? In this case, I just want you to listen, babe. That's all I want you to do. And I feel much better. But again, I cap it. So after a few minutes, I then counter it with, I don't have like a thing that I could put my camera up. So sorry for this angle. Then I counter with something positive, whether it's something positive that happened in the night, because I could say like, yeah, actually he slept 7 straight hours at the top of the night. That's amazing for us. Like that is a trend in a positive direction. And yeah, that's positive. Or I might share something that I'm grateful for. I might share something that I'm looking forward to today or this week, but I gotta change the direction to something a bit more positive because our words create our reality. Y'all know this. So I gotta be careful what I say. Yeah, I just have to be mindful of like how much I'm complaining, keep it limited because that energy can seep like sewage. Then after Mav and I have breakfast and we just kind of like get going on our day, our nanny might come at 8 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have support. So if it's one of those days, she comes at 8 and we kind of float together for a little bit and then she takes him out for a walk and eventually nap. And on those days, then I would get a little movement in. Nothing crazy. I don't want to take a HIIT class after a night of not sleeping very well. I will feel absolutely terrible. But if I can get in a little movement, like a really nice walk, or say a yoga class, or lifting heavy weights like very slowly, I'm gonna do that because 100% of the time I feel better. I just feel so much better. While I'm doing all of these things, I forgot to mention, make sure I'm hydrating. So 1 cup of coffee limit. Then we hydrate like a mofo, make sure I'm getting proper electrolytes because it just helps every system of the body to work better. I am less likely to give in to any like sugar cravings or just like bad food cravings if I'm properly hydrated, especially after a bad night's sleep. So that's important. If the nanny's here, Nicole, I will go to the gym or do that like really slow workout elsewhere, whether in a class or walk outside. If it's on a day where it's me and Maddie, Mondays and Fridays and the weekends, I will go for a walk with him and or go to the park and run around with him, play outside, get some fresh air, move our bodies. Yeah, changing your state is very helpful after a bad night's sleep. And I think finally what I need a brow. Need a brow. Absolutely need a brow. Ooh, and a highlight. Sure, why not? What am I doing today? Not sure. What am I doing that requires makeup? Probably nothing, but this actually is another tip. Fake it. Like, it's not faking it, it's more like convince yourself that you're not tired. How? Put on makeup, look not tired. Like, get into an outfit that, you know, makes you feel jazzy. It really helps me to put on a little makeup. I feel less crazy. Have a little grace for yourself because this happens all day after a bad night's sleep or a really challenging night with your kid. Is the brain fog, the brain malfunction. It just is what it is. I gotta laugh. I literally cracked it. Get this. I cracked an egg this morning to like crack into a cup to like stir it up and make scrambled eggs for Mav. I cracked it and I released it onto the counter. Sit with that. And finally, I make sure to reset my hope. I reset my hope for the next night ahead. I am not going to go into any night fearing that it is going to be just as bad or worse than the night I had before. I know that can be challenging to do, but I always have hope. I always kind of psych myself up to get excited for the possibility that this could be an incredible night. Like, for the possibility that he is trending in a positive direction and we're getting there, you know, on his timing and his developmental timeline. And the more I get frustrated, the more I want it to be perfect or better or more comfortable for me. Honestly, I don't know what it is about that, but the slower it goes and the more opportunities for it to disappoint you. So I just try to go into each night really hopeful and also like realistic that like my child is only 1 year old. He's been on this earth for 1 freaking year. 1 year, that's it. 1 year, and has grown so much, like surprises me every day. And it's okay if his sleep isn't perfect yet. In fact, it's completely normal. Completely normal. And whatever you want to do to support this sleep journey and these desires you have around sleep, please do it. You know, my approach is kind of ever changing. Honestly, dependent on like my current challenges. Sometimes I'm like, let's try gentle, responsive sleep training. Let's try going in every single time and rocking him. Like, let's try weaning at night. Like, I'm trying it all. It's all good. I'm learning and I'm trying not to judge myself or other moms in the process. I think that's it. So okay, here we go. This is a window view. Okay, let's get a little light. Let's take the hair down. Y'all, my hair is so dirty. Can't, but let's see. This is the thing with dirty hair. Sometimes it looks like you just got a blowout. Ah, she looks like she got a full night's rest. Thank God for concealer. Thanks for joining me for this one. Thanks for subscribing to New Mom on the Block. I love you all. That is how I approach having a really good day after a bad night's sleep. I got you. I got you. I got you. Leave me a comment. Tell me how this is going on your end. Have you ever had a bad night's sleep with your kid? And like, what is the easiest and most challenging thing the next day? I love you. I will see you every single week on Tuesday with a new video.